All right, it's Paul here. I'm going to do another video of sharpening single bevel broadheads. The first one got a lot of attention. I've done a little bit differently of how I pull them across the sandpaper. So I'm just going to do a little re-edited video and show you how I do it. I'm trying to find some paper here to show you that. This broadhead, which is a 225 grain Van Diamond head, is completely dull. I have used it for practice every day this week, and it's no edge left on it at all. It's done. It won't cut. So I went ahead and pre-stacked my sandpaper. I've used this sandpaper to sharpen a lot of broadheads, and I'm still using it. So it goes from 320 to 2500. And so I'll simply start with the 320. I'll find my angle, which all I do is just I'll push down on the broadhead until it stops. But what I'm doing now, get the dog away from me, is instead of dragging it straight back this way, is I'm pulling it more toward the tip. So I'll find my angle. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll do 4 strokes aside. And then it doesn't really have a burr yet. I'm gonna go another 4. Alright, now I can start to tell I get a little bit on there. So then I'll take and I'll roll it over in the same way as I'll keep it toward the tip, and I'll just roll that burr off the back. 1, 2 little light strokes. We're not wanting to try to double bevel them, we're just rolling that burr off, and you want to roll it back the same way. That way, because if you push it off, that way you're just going to roll the burr back to the front. So pull, everything's pulling. So I did the 320. Still feels a little dull. So I'm going to keep going. It's a work in progress. And it all depends on how much pressure you're putting on the broadhead too. The most important part is to make sure you have a hard surface up under your sandpaper. If you don't have a hard surface, it makes it a whole lot harder to get an edge faster, because you're really, like I was using wood before, and wood just wasn't getting it. So all right, she's starting to feel a lot better. So 320's done. 400. Probably could skip the 400, but this is going back in my hunting quiver, and I want it right. I want it sharp. I want it shaven. And I'm not putting a whole heck of a lot of pressure on these. I'm just letting the sandpaper work for me. Oh yeah, starting to feel good already, and I'm already only on 400. I'm on 6. I'm going to stop the video. I'm going to do 6, 8, and 1,000, and I'll come back and show you what I do to finish up on the 15 through the 2,500. All right, I'm back. I went through the 400, the 600, the 800, and the 1,000, and it's already, get my paper back out here. It's already a whole lot better than it was before. and I still got several more pieces of sandpaper to go through. I'd throw that in the quiver right there. I mean, it's not gonna shave you bald, but I guarantee you it's still gonna shave your hair at that point. So, man, that's a big old piece. And I'm not finished with it yet. So, what I do with the 15 through the 2000 is I wet sand. So all I'll do is I'll take a little bit of water and I'll just pat it on there and just get it damp. I mean, you don't have to get it soaking wet. And then do the same thing you were doing. Using pretty light strokes. You don't have to do real heavy here. This is just more or less the polishing, the buffing stage. So I just kind of still pulling it towards the head. It kind of gives it this cross cut. It makes it a lot smoother to me, and I don't know, I just think it makes it sharper pulling it toward, you know, away towards the head as opposed to turning it flat sideways and just pulling it straight. I don't know, just my opinion. Agree or disagree. So I'm not putting hardly any pressure on there. I'm just kind of pulling it to me. I'm not really even counting. I'm kind of doing a little polishing technique on there. You'll have a sharp, shiny, pretty broad head when you're finished. Do the same thing. When I get down to the lesser or the higher grit sandpaper, I just kind of I do one pull a piece. I was feeling good right there. That's 1,000. Alright, I'll set that to a side. Got my 2,000, or that was 1,500. Got my 2,000. Let's take, put a little bit of water on there. Now this is automotive sandpaper, so this is what this stuff's made to do anyways, wet sand. So, and the higher grain you go, or the higher grit you go, the less pressure you put on the head. And this is so easy, so cheap. If I get off the camera and I just do it straight up, I can probably have a quiver full of head done in 30 minutes. Doesn't take long. Since I'm only doing one stroke on the burr side, I will use a little bit more pressure to pull that burr off than I would on the polishing side of it. Oh man, that thing's getting scary. Oh yeah. Alright, let me put the 2500 on there. Now I've used this sandpaper numerous times. I put the most water on the 2500 since it's going to be the last step or last stage. And I'll probably pull it 20 or 30 times. Really light. Just getting that nice polished stropped edge that everybody likes. I can strop just as good on a piece of 2500 wet sand as you can on one of them belts. I can't remember what I even paid for this pack of sandpaper now, but it's more than paid for itself over and over. I used to hate single bevels. I used to hate broadheads that I had to sharpen, period. I was kind of lazy, and all I wanted to do was open it up, screw them on, and that was it. But once I learned how to do this and learned how to actually sharpen, it's fun. I like it. It makes me more of a part of the hunt, you know, part of the kill, knowing that I put my time and effort into taking that broadhead and making it just as sharp and as ethical as it could be to go in that quiver, to go in the woods this Saturday. step. We'll pull it 1 time lightly, 2 times lightly. And that should be good enough for the deer wood, y'all. You can see, I don't know if you can see, but how mirrored it gets that edge. Then you know you've hit it all. You know, when you're sharpening it, you'll see if it has any kind of unevenness to the bevel. As you're going up in grains, or as you're going up in grits on the sandpaper, you'll start to see unevenness along your bevel. And what you're looking for at the end is to have a really nice, smooth, one level. You do that, you'll have you a good sharp broadhead for the woods. That right there, Bubba, is ready for the woods right there. Y'all shoot straight. God bless. Get them broadheads sharp.